Breaking news as we have a massive Patriots injury update on Antonio Gibson, and this has some serious implications as it was revealed today that he has torn his ACL and will be out for the rest of the season. We'll tell you about the implications and what this means for the New England Patriots, all right here on Patriots Digest. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Jace Andrews. I appreciate you tuning in to today's show. And wish I had some better news. Wish I had some better news for sure. But I'll tell you what, this is why you hit that subscribe button when breaking news happens. We get it out to you here on YouTube on Patriots Digest. And yet, 75% of you who watch these videos, you're not yet subscribed yet. So do me a favor, go down there, hit that subscribe button. I would certainly appreciate it. And I promise you won't regret it. We're going to get you Patriots news all throughout this 2025 NFL season. So if you missed the game last night, first of all, you missed a spectacular game where Drake Maye showed why the New England Patriots, and Stefon Diggs too, showed why they are here, and they made their presence very aware in Orchard Park, beating the last undefeated team in Buffalo Bills in Drake Maye's first primetime game. Unfortunately, though, there was an injury sustained during a kickoff return, and Antonio Gibson was taking back a kick, and he had to kind of make an awkward move with a jump stop after a little bit of a jump, well, then he got upended, and while the indication isn't clear where he got the injury, whether it was on the jump stop or whether it was he got upended, he did, in fact, tear his ACL, as we got the official report today from Ian Rappaport, as he tweeted this out just a little bit ago, saying Patriots running back Antonio Gibson, who was quickly ruled out on Sunday night, tore his ACL and is out for the season. Sources say after the MRI, a hit to the running back depth for the New England Patriots. This is tough. I'm not even going to lie. This is a tough blow for the Patriots for a couple of different reasons. I think the biggest one is the depth chart and really lack thereof in depth now, because you think about here and you see Rhamondre Stevenson, who fumbled again last night, and I'm getting a bit sick and tired of the fumbles, and then TreVeyon Henderson, who played more last night due to the injury, but still the Patriots, for whatever reason, are refusing to play him at the level that I really thought he was going to play. I truly thought he was going to be the main running back, and Stevenson and Gibson were going to be RB 2A and 2B, but that's not the case, and now you only have two running backs. I don't know how much I trust Rhamondre. I know he had 2 touchdowns, but the fumbles continue to be there, and so I asked this question to Patriots Nation. Do you think the Patriots should go out and sign another running back with the loss of Antonio Gibson? I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section on this topic. You think the Patriots need somebody else? Think they should go out and get somebody? I want you to type Y for yes. If you think no, I don't think they do, then type in for no. I think it's going to be a lot of yeses, so if you want to go one step further, type yes and tell me an option for the Patriots to go out there and either sign or maybe potentially make a trade for as well. With all this, we got to talk about the implications for the next coming weeks, because we don't know, and they're not going to go out right away and sign somebody. And for Antonio Gibson, he had a pretty good first couple weeks and was a pivotal part of what I would say is a three-headed monster in the running back room with Rhamondre Stevenson, TreVeyon Henderson, and Antonio Gibson. Obviously, the first game, he only had 1 carry for 3 yards, but since then, it's been averaging 20 yards per game, 27 against Miami on 5 carries. Also had a huge kick return. That was honestly one of the bigger plays of the year now that you look back on it. 28 yards on 7 carries versus Pittsburgh. Did have a fumble in that one. That was a fumble galore, and the Patriots, in all reality, should be 4-1 right now. They're not. Whatever, we get past it. 6 carries, 27 yards in the last week game against Carolina, and then last night, before he even went down, 6 carries for 21 yards. Had a receiving target as well for 5 yards. So you have a guy who can be a receiving back. You have a guy who is pivotal in your special teams unit, and you lose him. And so now for the New England Patriots, I have to think a move is on the horizon, just simply put, because the fumbles are there. The fumbles cannot keep happening with Rhamondre Stevenson, and there was a calling last night across Patriots media, across social media, that the Patriots need to be done with Rhamondre Stevenson if he continues to fumble at this rate. Now, at the same time, he has 139 yards as the leading rusher on the team, but he also has 5 more carries than TreVeyon Henderson. His average is not as good as TreVeyon Henderson. His long is there. He has, obviously, the touchdown numbers, but he also has 2 fumbles in this season, 1 fumble from Antonio Gibson, and this is not including receiving the ball and fumbling it. So I think combined, Antonio and Rhamondre had 5 different fumbles or 7 different fumbles this season. That can't keep happening, and so I personally believe this should really set the train in motion for this week to give TreVeyon Henderson a ton of reps, because if he can go out there and perform, then maybe you can feel comfortable with having somebody pulled up off the practice squad, signing somebody on the practice squad, signing somebody away. But if, for whatever reason, the Patriots, they're an NFL team. They're a good NFL team. If they have a good reason for not playing TreVeyon Henderson, if he goes out next week and cannot perform, then you seriously need to start thinking about who in the world you're going to go trade for. Because this team, it is good and needs to make moves if that is not the case. Now, I'd be okay with it being TreVeyon Henderson. I really do think he can secure a lot of things for the New England Patriots, but I think from what we've seen from Mike Vrable, from what we've seen from this offense, they're not trustworthy of him, which is very funny considering the fact that if we look at this here, Rhamondre, Stevenson, and Antonio Gibson have been combined for 5 fumbles this year. TreVeyon Henderson has 0 fumbles this year. Less carries, I know, by 5 by Rhamondre. In college, though, I want to go back to college because we can look at his stats. Had 0 fumbles on 667 career touches. Last year, Stevenson led all non-QBs in fumbles with 7. How bad must it be if they still won't give him the ball? And that's the question I asked, because there were people, as soon as Antonio got hurt, tweeting out, well, the people who were calling for TreVeyon, you're going to get him. And while we did to an extent, he got a nice 12-yard carry, it still is not going to be to the level that we have to see him at for the rest of the season. And so I'm curious how the Patriots play this out, what their decision is, because right now they're in a tough spot. They just lost one of their 3 running backs, and in a lot of ways, Patriots, before the season started, it was depth. That was the issue they had. They didn't have depth. But the one position they did have depth at, it was running back. They had 3 guys. All of them, I think, were trusted in that room. And now we sit and we look back and think, man, this is a real tough thing right now. This is a real tough thing. Obviously, prayers out to Antonio. Hopefully he can make a full recovery. That's a real tough injury. And honestly, it was such a kind of odd play in general, going back to that kick return. He kind of made just an awkward jump stop. And I truly do believe that he tore his ACL on the jump stop and then got upended into it. I don't think it was like the upending tackle that tore his ACL. Now, his foot kind of got planted, and I believe the question has to be asked again. I don't know this for certain. Is Orchard Park, is the Bills Stadium, is it turf, is it grass? Obviously, we know the whole debate. Turf is causing more injuries, all this stuff. But whatever reason it could be, it stinks to have this many ACL injuries, and especially for one to happen to your team. So that really, really does stink. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do the Cowboys or do the Patriots need to go out and get another running back? Is this something that the Patriots need to go out and figure out? Or do you believe in TreVeyon Henderson? Do you believe in Rhamondre Stevenson? Do you think this is going to be a team that can, work around this injury? I want you to let me know that down in the comment section. But for now, we appreciate you. We'll see you next time here on Patriots Digest. Peace out, guys.